hello there folks, and a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea. It's lovely to see you again, and I hope that I find you very well indeed. And tonight for tea I made this wonderful smoked haddock chowder. It's a thick and creamy soup made with potatoes and smoked haddock. We're very lucky in Scotland to have so much haddock on the doorstep, literally. But if you find it difficult or very expensive, try, a different type of smoked white fish, something like cod or bassa. You just want that nice flaky white fish with a nice smoky flavour. So yeah, we're just going to go on and show you how I make this one, but as usual, all the ingredients will be underneath in the description box and on the screen as I use it. This is one of my absolute favourites, so let's see how I've done this one. So you'll need a big soup pan like this, or a big stock pot, and to this I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of butter. I am using salted butter, but use whatever you prefer, salted or unsalted. Melt that down, and then to that I'm going to add one diced onion. That's just a medium onion. Put some salt on the top because this is going to help with the flavour and also help your onions sweat down a wee bit quicker. So give that a good stir together, and you want to leave this for a few minutes just until it's starting to soften up and takes the raw edge off the onion, and then you can throw your leek in. So this is one large leek. I've used everything on the leek, even the green. Just make sure it's well washed in between all the layers, because leeks have a habit of trapping a lot of dirt. So let that cook away until, again, that's starting to soften up. It might take you about 5 minutes, but they don't take too long, but it should be looking something like this. And then I'm going to throw in my potatoes. I've got a combination of baby potatoes that I've just sliced through the middle because I want to try and keep these whole, and then small diced potatoes which I've peeled, and that's going to kind of disappear into your chowder and make it nice and thick as it cooks. So stir these together as well, just until everything is nicely coated in that butter, because we're going to let these saute away as well. We're going to add some water to this. You just want to add enough water so that it just about covers the potatoes. You don't have to have this swimming in water. You just want to cook the tatties until they're nice and soft. It might take you about 15 minutes, but just test your potatoes with a knife, and if your knife slips through quite easily, then you're good to move on. It doesn't matter if they're still a wee bit hard, because there's a wee bit cooking left to go. To this I'm going to add my whole milk and then some sweet corn. I prefer frozen sweet corn just because it's got a sort of tougher texture, which I think works better in these kinds of things. And I'm going to add a small handful of fresh parsley as well, and again I'm just going to stir all of these together before I add the fish, just to make sure the fish isn't disturbed too much. This is my fish here. I am using skinless and boneless smoked haddock loins or smoked haddock fillets. Something like this, if you can get it, is absolutely ideal. Like I said, we're very lucky here. We've got an abundance of haddock and cod. If you can't find this, or you find it's too expensive, you can use a smoked bassa, or even, like I said, smoked cod. As long as it's a nice smoked white fish that's going to go nice and flaky, you can really use whatever you like. So let that poach away in the cooking stock. Come back and you should be able to break this up quite easily with your spoon, but don't break it up too much, because we do want nice big chunks of fish in here. That's half the fun in this recipe. Turn the heat off and let this cool down for a few minutes before you add your cream. You just want to stir your cream through, and this is basically done at this point. But I think these soups are best done the day before, because it really does thicken up quite dramatically. But you can of course have this straight away if you prefer. I'm going to add another wee handful of parsley just at the end. Stir that through, and I'm going to pop my lid on for about 5 to 10 minutes just to let all those flavours combine and come together, and it will thicken up a good bit as well as it's sitting there. As you can see, there's still lots of liquid in there, but the longer you leave this sitting, it will thicken up. But like I said, if you want a really thick chowder, leave it till the next day. Make this the day before, and I think this is perfect just with a bread roll and a spoon, and then you can just get stuck in. This is wonderful, and that will make about 4 to 5 good portions as well. So quite economical when you break down the cost. So thank you so much for watching, and as usual, a huge thank you to the supporters of the channel over on my Patreon page, and to the channel members here on YouTube subscribe as well. And I've still got to update those lists, so if your names aren't there, they will be soon. I just haven't had time, but I will do it before the weekend. And thank you all for watching and leaving your lovely comments. For those that have left me a super thanks and bought me a coffee using the Buy Me a Coffee link, and for you all for sharing. It's all very much appreciated. You know, I'm always blown away by everything that you do. I feel very lucky and very humbled indeed. So until I see you again, mind to take care of yourselves. Take care and bye for now. Bye now.